Hi, my name is Keith, a technician with USACLEAN for over 11 years. And this machine here is a Noble Speed Scrub Rider. The machine behind me is a Tennant T7. Now in this video series, we're going to show you tips and tricks that will either work for the Noble Speed Scrub Rider or the Tennant T7 to help minimize the cost and need of sending a service tech. So we know we have power going to the back motor, but the back motor isn't turning on. Well, now it's time to replace your back motor. So first thing, lift up your seat, find your Packard plug for your back motor, grab the clip, open it, and unplug the back motor. Okay, so your back motor sits right here in your hood that sits on top of the recovery tank. So next step, after unplugging the back motor, lift open your tank. Now you will have four 13mm bolts that hold the back motor plate to the hood. What you want to do is remove those and be extra careful, because once you remove these bolts, this plate falls down and the hood is on hinges, so it is going to lean back. So what you want to do is you want to brace both at the same time. So I like to remove these three and then leave the one closest to me just slightly in there. Then I'll grab this and I'll show you. Okay, now that we have that, I'm bracing both the plate and I'm bracing the hood. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to detach the plate from the hood and let the hood fold itself back nice and gently so you don't damage the hinges. Now I'm going to take the plate and I'm going to set it right here on the recovery tank. Get rid of these bolts real quick, get them out of your way. Put them in the hood if you need to, put your tool in the hood. And then you can set the plate flat, which gives you access to your back motor. Okay, now that we have the back motor exposed, what we're going to do now is remove the suction hose from the back motor. Just loosen the clamp here. Pull that sucker right off. Next thing you need to do here is grab this gasket and pull this gasket off here. Now, if this guy is worn or damaged, you can always replace this guy as well, but if it's in good working order, you can reuse this on the new back motor as well. I just put it down there in the hood. Okay, now we're going to remove the back motor. So to do that, what we're going to do is remove, there are 4 Phillips head screws that are holding the back motor to the back motor mounting plate. So all we got to do is take those out. Now I suggest using a little bit of WD-40 or PB Blast or something, because sometimes these screws in here can get a little rusty and be hard to come out. Okay, next step, take your back motor. Now what you're going to need to do is twist the back motor so that the carbon brushes and the cord come out of the mounting plate. See, you can't take it out with your carbon brushes there, so you got to rotate it. And then you can pull your back motor out. Okay, now we're going to install the new back motor. So what you want to do is just put it back in the same way you took it out. Go ahead and get your cord up top here and make sure your carbon brushes will fit. Get your hose out of your way. Slide that back in. Get your cord back over there. And now you want to take it and rotate. Line the holes up on the plastic housing of the back motor with the mounting plate, and then start the 2 upper screws so that you can hold your back motor in place while you get to the bottom ones as well. Okay, now once you get to this last screw, you want to go ahead and tighten that one down all the way, and then make sure that you tighten down the remaining 3. Now grab your gasket, your either brand new one or your used one that you can reuse, and put that back on there just like that. Now be sure to reattach your hose to your vac motor and tighten down that hose clamp. Now we're going to put the plate back on the hood. Now this is kind of the tricky part right here. So we need to lift them both up at the same time, and then we're going to hand tighten the bolts that we took out after we line them back up on the hood. Okay, now that your bolts are all hand tight, you want to go ahead and use your 13mm socket and tighten them down the rest of the way. Okay, now that we have the bolts good and tight, we're going to go ahead and close the lid, your vac motor housing, back down on the recovery tank, and then we're going to plug in the vac motor. Now it's time to plug in the vac motor. Here's a little tip. Get yourself a pair of needle nose pliers so you can hold the Packard plug in place. Take your female end and plug it back into the male end. And you're done. You just replaced your vac motor. Once again, my name is Keith. For all the parts listed in this video, plus thousands of diagrams and how-to repair guides, be sure to click the link in the description below or visit us on the web at USACLEAN.com. Stay safe and thanks for watching.